If you click on that video, I assume that you're as delusional as me. You think that you can get the pretty wealthy man out there who wants to provide for you, who wants to be there for you and support your delusional lifestyle. You're at the right spot. I mean, not exactly. The right spot would be right now at a cafe or terrace in an expensive neighborhood. But since you insist being on YouTube right now instead of actually living your life, let's get down to it. Maybe you're not in a traditional mindset, which I can appreciate for you, but if you're trying to find the man of your life that will care and provide for you, and it's not just a one-night stand, keep on watching. There are still men out there that care, respect, and wants to provide for women. They're just not hanging out at the trashy bar you keep going at. Take your life into your own little cutesy hands. You go out in the world. You stop being scared. You dress up nicely. You present yourself with a nice posture, a nice voice, a nice smile. You don't give death stares. And you go out in the world. It's the risk you have to take. You go out in the world and you're being in your feminine. I don't want to turn that video into a mainstream thing when we're going to talk about feminine energy. But we kind of are, because that's kind of the deal. Number one, let's say, let's take a random example. You're not wealthy yourself. You don't come from generational money and all these things. You don't have a very strong background to support your, ambitions. I hear you. But that really doesn't matter. It's how you carry yourself. Step number one, you stop spending all of your money, all of your income at bars. You don't go to the bar. You know what you do? Today, for example, I'm engaged. I'm not looking for anyone. So maybe I'm giving an energy of I'm not desperate. I'm not Mrs. Desperado looking for the man that will save me because I kind of found him applying those techniques. I live in a very trendy / wealthy neighborhood. I'm very blessed with that. But let's say you live in a crappy neighborhood. That doesn't matter. You just have to take the bus. Or you take a bike ride. Or you walk there. Or you Uber there, whatever. You need to start budgeting your life. So let's make a little budget. Let's say how much do you spend every week on food when you go out and drinks when you go out. Let's say you spend, just with the weekends around, I don't know, $100. Life is so expensive today. I haven't paid a huge bill in a long time at a restaurant, but let's say $100. Stop doing that. Stop going to your shitty restaurant or a high-end restaurant at night with your girls. You go outside in the world in the afternoon and you put yourself together. You don't have to go out with paillettes and glitters and all these things. I was wearing literally a pants and a t-shirt today. It's very vintage. It has an aesthetic. It's really cute. I have little kitten heels on, but I'm literally wearing a t-shirt, crop top, with a little pants and a pop of color. And I've been approached twice today, yes, I'm a pretty face, maybe that plays in my favors. I have colorful hair and an amazing personality, and I smell like Dior. You get it. It's not about me. It's about you today, babe, and how you can achieve that. Because I started from nothing, from scratches. I used to hate myself and self-sabotage so hardcore. I was disconnected from my feminine. And you can tell right now, I'm not today on my channel, we're gonna talk like we're mermaids. Yes, I'm a mermaid. But it doesn't mean that I don't have pep in my life. I do like to talk, and I talk with enthusiasm. You don't like it? Babe, be gone. I'm not gonna pretend like I have to be some mystique, feminine aura and start having all those gestures when I talk. No, I talk. I just talk. So instead of spending all that money on, let's say, snacking outside, Ubering, takeout food and drinks at a shitty bar or expensive bar, you stop doing all of that. You create a little budget, and that will be your cafes and your little wine glass at a fancy restaurant. You don't go there at midnight. You don't go there when men come with their wives and they're not gonna come and talk to you because you might be the side. That's possible. I'm not saying that everybody will have the perfect scenario like I did, but still, avoid going there too late at night because there's just too many people, and men kind of feel if you're a young woman, they won't come to you. There's social pressure. There are, stigmas around men dating younger women still. But if you go in a wealthy neighborhood and you're trying to find, the man of your dream, nice looking old foxy guy, then you go there, you sit at the cafe, and you bring a book. Bring something that you're passionate about. Bring something that you can talk about on the spot. Don't bring nothing and just be on your phone on the table. You won't be approachable. You arrive nicely dressed, nicely perfumed. Your hair can be messy. I mean, it really depends on who you are. Personally, I can be very polished or I can be very messy. Like that was my hair today. I don't care. I have wild hair. I don't dress them. This is how I woke up. I barely wash them. They're, it's really humid outside. It rained all day. Just trying to sit and try to be doing something that you enjoy. Try to radiate with that energy of something that you're passionate about. I was writing poetry. I was working on my poetry book. I was reading Paul Verlaine. I was on my computer writing and on my sketchbook trying to write a little bit more. And I was in my environment. I was in my workflow and in my femininity because I put some lipstick. I did the bare minimum with my face. I have my little earrings on, my little pearls. I'm dressed in white and pink, which already if you wear feminine colors, purple, red, pink, anything that goes with it, yellow, it really doesn't matter. You make it feminine. It can be dark gray. I mean, no, dark gray, it's kind of sad, but try to go with more colorful colors. Try to be a little bit flamboyant. You don't have to give this parade look. You don't just look around and you're like, are they looking at me? Are you paying attention? And you're on your phone looking at yourself, you take some pictures. Like, try to avoid that. Try to avoid it like you're looking for something and let the something come to you. See, whenever a man comes to you, even though you're not attracted, as long as they're respectful, but even though you're not attracted, practice yourself. Practice receiving compliments and how to digest them, because honestly, we kind of all freak out. We're like, hey, you think I'm pretty? Like, kind of start acting awkward. We don't have to. You don't have to feel pressure because someone is appreciating the fact that you exist. Now, about the wardrobe. I hear you. Everybody got their styles, everybody got their aesthetics and everything. There's no one size fits all. Everybody also have, different sizes and shapes and everything. That doesn't matter. There's plenty of men out there that loves plenty of types of women, but you still need to be able to display yourself in the most valuable way. You need to know what fits you and what doesn't. I'm wearing a crop top right now. I have a small waist. I work out every day. I can do that. And I'm not gonna bullshit you, start saying stuff like, yeah, love yourself no matter what. Like, yeah, love yourself no matter what. We're still trying to find a rich husband here. You need to make sure that your clothing fits you. I realize so many clothing and items in my wardrobe that I love just doesn't fit me right. Either it's too small or too big. Generally it's too small because I used to be into extra small all the time because it works on me, it fits me. But it's still better for me to wear small because it looks more comfortable. I look like I'm more comfortable in my clothing without being in sweatpants. You don't need to be in sweatpants to be comfortable. You just need to wear stuff that are tailored for your silhouette. Confidence, obviously confidence, the posture, the way you walk, the way you speak. You need to know what you're gonna say when someone comes and talk to you. You cannot just panic and stay there and be like, hi, no. You know yourself. Try to find some keywords that you're going to say over and over again, like a machine, like a robot. You need to practice yourself. So whenever a man comes to you, even though he's not your type, even though you're not going to give him your phone number, practice. Practice receiving compliment. The feminine is really about receiving. You need to know how do you handle receiving compliments. I mean, respectful compliments, not like, oh, hey, babe. But if he's like, hey, you look beautiful today, I just wanted to let you know, you're like, thank you, have a nice day. And that's it. You don't panic. You don't start gagging. You're just like, oh, thank you. I appreciate, bye. And that's it, you just smile and you're kind of ready to appreciate compliments and you really listen to them. Honestly, I'm getting married, but I still love the feminine hype of a man stopping and be like, wow, you're literally Aphrodite. I'm like, I know, right? I'm not like that, but I'm more like, I know, right? I'm kidding, I'm not like that either. I'm like, thank you, sir, bye. When men come to you and you're not interested, you practice. You practice receiving compliments. You're like, oh, thank you so much. And you look at them dead in the eye and you wait for them to continue conversation. And if they can't, you just walk away. But if they can, like, hey, I'd like to see you again. How can I contact you? Hey, you're interested. You say, oh, well, I have a phone number. Don't give them your Instagram because it can get too personal and they can stalk a little bit too much of you. It's a little bit too intimate because now you just met the person and they'll get to know you very quickly. And you might not want that. He said, if you're interested and you trust your Instagram, do it. But if you have like a Instagram that is a bit too spicy, maybe you don't want to portray yourself as that available on the spot because men pick up on signal. If you show them skin, they'll, want to have that skin. So your phone number is definitely the way to go. B, you're not interested, you say, thank you so much, I appreciate it. And then they're like, oh, can I have your phone number? And you're like, oh, I'll take it as a compliment, but sorry, I'm not available. Or you just, compose yourself. You don't start being like, okay, no, you don't want to give it? You don't. And if you start insisting, you're like, sir, I'll call 911. What I do usually is that I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not interested and I don't want you to waste your time. That keyword, time. So if you tell someone, sorry, I'm not interested, I don't want to waste your time, you're going right to the point. He's going to be like, right, she's not interested, I'm losing my time. Have a nice day. Usually that's the keyword that makes them turn around and leave. That worked almost every single time, and usually they even appreciate it because they're like, you're so right, what am I doing? I'm wasting my time. She's not interested, bada boom, I have to go find another one. And whenever I have someone, like now that I'm, engaged in everything, but I see someone who's being very intimidated by me, but yet still calm, and they have a very respectful approach, and they, take their courage by their two hands, and they're like, sorry to bother you, but I just wanted to let you know that you're so beautiful and I'd like to see you again. I'm like, thank you so much. I'm engaged. I'm with someone in my life, but the way you approached me was very respectful. I appreciate it, and I hope that you find the one. Just, be nice about it. Stop acting like you're a supermodel and you're freaking Kate Moss. Be humble about it and just be like, thank you so much. And try to ground yourself in that energy of receiving. Here again, don't receive hate. Don't allow hate to come in. If a man is being disrespectful to you, you call 911. You can call 911. We pay so much taxes. We pay them. We call them. I call 911 every year. It's all about how to receive and how to reject in a very nice and clever and polished way. That being said, shut down YouTube, put down your phone, prep yourself, you smell good fresh out of the shower, and you go outside in the fancy neighborhood and you meet the man of your dream. That was it for today. I hope that was helpful. If it was not, well, I'll try to catch up with other video because that was full-blown improvisation. I just came back myself from the cafe and I was like, oh, it's true. I know about these things. I get approached all the time. Sorry, not sorry. I can share some information and some tricks that I have because I've built a strong cafe persona, restaurant persona, and I know what to do when people approach me. And sometimes it's just someone says hi and I'm like, hi. And they start talking, and I won't talk until you talk, or else I'm like, or if people stare at me next to me, I'm like, are you just gonna stare at me, or are you gonna pay for my coffee? There is 1,000 ways of attracting the man of your dream. I'm just gonna start by that little, taste of first information. So I have to go because my husband is about to be back, and we're gonna have dinner together. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more of my content, feel free to follow me on my Instagram at @EngagCreativeWoman. I will see you next time.